Right, I'm gonna dive straight into the build, so no need to skip ahead. Make sure you do stick around to the end though for some great tips on how you can upgrade your weapon, tricks that you can do with the magic archer that you might not know, and more. Let's get started. Hey there guys, my name's Xeptha and welcome to my magic archer guide. Right, so first off, let's start off with weapon skills. First skill that we're gonna take is the Ricochet Hunter. This is an absolute game changer. It deals massive damage, especially when combined with like the right augments that I'm gonna give you guys. And surprisingly, it's really light on stamina. I would have thought it would have drained a lot more stamina, but it doesn't. So for what this ability gives and for the amount of stamina it drains, it is just amazing. Sure, it's less effective on open spaces and that is its biggest downside, but the versatility it gives in the right situations is just unmatched. It has become my go-to for clearing out caves and handling tricky situations, and trust me, if there's anything I can do is just to insist that you do take this skill and have it in your arm. Before I was like scared to enter caves and stuff, but now like I look for caves. I like whenever it is a cave, I'm so happy that it is a cave because I can wipe out the entire room. And yes, even if there's a boss in that room, that boss will be getting wiped out with that one ability too. I actually thought this was the ultimate ability whilst using it because my game bugged out and the elf didn't give me the ultimate ability for it. Like, she didn't give me the scroll. And if that bug happens to you too, by the way, I do have a video on my channel explaining what you can do to fix it, so check it out if you want to. And the second skill we're gonna get is the Blaze Fang arrow. Now this is an explosive projectile that you can control. It's pretty self-explanatory. It covers a wide area, it deals a lot of damage, so when you're clearing out wolves and goblins, like, you know, because they're the main ones that hang around in packs, it's still good on other targets as well. It still does do good damage to bosses as well. However, the downside of this is that when you do use it, you do need to be cautious, as controlling it will leave you vulnerable to attacks and any interruptions will stop the ability. Despite this drawback, it is still very powerful. Now for the third ability, you have two choices. You can either choose between the Frostbolt Hunter or the Sagitate, I don't know what, whatever, the Avalanche skill. Okay, like you can either go for that one or that one. Both are excellent options. The Frostbolt Hunter offers the ice elemental damage, which obviously can be advantageous for those of you that are choosing the right augments that go along with elemental damage and stuff. However, I preferred the the Sagitt's Avalanche Fang skill because it's just a much faster cast time, and I needed something to take out single targets, like for example like a bird. Like, it's not a boss, it's by itself, and the auto attack animation, the regular basic attack of this magic archer, takes a bit too long for me to lock on as well. So, and also my basic attack didn't kill some stuff in one hit, so you know that was kind of frustrating. But also, granted, the clips that you're gonna see on screen, I don't have this full build that I'm giving you guys yet, so as powerful as it might look like on screen, it is better than what you actually see. And obviously, if my base attacks do get to the point where I can one-hit the birds and a few other monsters by myself by just doing a base attack without even casting an ability, then yeah, I will be going for the Frostbolt Hunter. Now for your last skill, you want to choose your ultimate, and trust me, this is the strongest ultimate in the game. Like, just watch this clip. Right, here we have a beautiful dragon, and here we have a beautiful dead dragon. Oh my god, that got ripped so easily. That is a joke. It's actually dead. I killed my first dragon. That is the first dragon I had a battle with, and it is dead immediately. That is pathetic. Need I say more? I mean, however, there is obviously a significant downside. It gradually depletes your health, and it is highly situational. You won't be spamming this skill in every single battle. You might even go days without ever using it. Rather, you'll save it for those crucial moments, like facing endgame bosses or like massive dragons and stuff. It's just funny how something so big and dangerous can just disappear in one hit. Like, that is just amazing. This skill, it's the best ultimate in the game for me. I wouldn't recommend using this on something like ogres and, you know, like other kind of bosses, the flying bird, the eagle looking thing, like, I don't know what it's called, but whatever, that thing. You don't want that. You know, it's for the big boys, the giant, mega big boy. Now, let's say you do not prefer to choose this ultimate. You can consider using the Frostbolt Hunter or the Recovery Arrow. Or the Recovery Ammo. Oh my god, I said ammo this time. Arrow. Recovery Arrow. Okay, there you go. For reviving and healing your pawns from far. There's actually a trick you can do that I'm going to show you lot later on in the... Yeah, you know, I'll just say it for later on. So yeah, stick around to the end. And as for the core skills, just unlock them all, they're all good. Now for the augments, here's a list of the ones that I think that are the best. Starting off with the Thief's Augment, Subtlety. Rank 2, this augment will reduce the chance of enemies targeting you. The perfect counterpart of this is Provocation. You get at like rank 4 for the fighter. So if your pawn is a fighter, or if one of your pawns are a fighter and they have Provocation, and you have this one on your magic archer, Subtlety, it's just the perfect combination, and it will allow you to dish out more damage without being interrupted. Now at number 2, we have the Archer's Lethality at rank 8, enhancing the damage to vitals. As a magic archer, we excel at targeting vitals, and I would even argue that we're the best at targeting them effectively, more than than any other class, making this a really useful augment in our hand. And at number 3, we have the Archer's Ambuscade. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. At rank 2, this will boost damage against targets that are not in combat stance. It's essentially meaning unaware enemies. It's just the go-to choice for magic archers and archers in general, as we often engage in enemies that are not in combat state, and we're the ones who sort of start off the battle from afar, maximizing our damage output from the get-go. At number 4, we have the Fighter's Metal, offering us a 30% physical defense boost to our armor. Now, as a magic archer, our main weakness is in close quarters, where we struggle to escape. I don't think the magical archer actually has an escape. I know the archer, the regular archer, has like a jump kick and you can like sort of knock off them, but as for a magical archer, I haven't figured it out, and I've been getting smacked across the face so many times, and I've just been in so many bad situations. And in those situations, you will see exactly how effective this augment is. It will just enhance our survivability, especially since it scales with our armor rating. The more armor we have, the greater extra defense this augment will give, and it will scale with you to late game. Coming at number 5 is the Archer's Endurance, or Endurance, I don't know, however you want to say it. At rank 4, you get this, and this augment simply just increases your maximum stamina. Given that every single ability we use drains stamina, blocking drains stamina, rolling drains stamina, existing drains stamina, running drains, like everything drains stamina in this game. So this is just essential for maintaining our stamina reserves, ensuring that we can keep up ourselves in terms of performance in combat and stuff. However, with the magic archer, I didn't see myself struggling to keep my stamina up at all. Definitely not as much as the archer, the regular archer. But with the magical archer, it doesn't seem like that much of a big issue. That's why I only took one stamina augment, and like I am going to take a few other equipments that will help out our stamina. And last is Sagacity, or I'm going to try and pronounce this in many different ways. Sagacity. It's Sagacity, okay? That's Sega. That says Sega. Sagacity. That's okay. Cool. For the sorcerer, which is our magic one, and you unlock this at level 9 for the sorcerer, and all this does is it augments your magic. Now our bow does magic damage mainly, so you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. This one, yeah, is useful. Now, there are a few other good choices that I do want to mention. The Trickstar does have a detection rank 2 augment, which tells you if there's like a Seeker's token nearby or a Wake Stone. It will like start beeping and stuff. The Magic Archer Ascendancy at rank 8 boosts the magic and strength of your pawns. The Magic Archer's Veracity at rank 4 regens around 10% of your max stamina when you kill an enemy. And the reason why I didn't take this is because it's when you kill an enemy. So if you don't kill that enemy, then this is just useless. You know, I have good pawns in my team, amazing sorcerers and high damaging pawns. What happens if I don't kill that thing? Then I'm kind of just wasting an augment slot, and plus it's just 10% anyway. And I don't really struggle with maintaining my stamina because of the ring I'm gonna have and the other stamina augment I got. So yeah, if you do think that there's really good augments that I did miss out on, or ones that you'd rather change, please do let me know in the comments down below. Right, as far as the best bow's location, the dwarf that you helped out, I'm not gonna explain which dwarf I'm talking about. If you got the magic archer spell or vocation, you know exactly which dwarf I'm on about. After you help him out, if you go back to him and visit him, he becomes like a blacksmith, and you can buy this dragon's breath bow off him. Or alternatively, you can also go to the Volcano Islands, you know where the hot spring was and where the warfare is. Yeah, over there's like a lady that sells weapons as well. She does sell this as well. Now, I do know that there is a better bow in the game. I can't really talk about it without giving any spoilers, so I'm not going to. But as for the base game, until you finish the game, or like, you know, just when you're playing the game, this is the best bow you can get. And after you finish it, then, you know, you'll cross that bridge when you get to it and do your research online. But there is another better bow than this one, slightly, by like 200 points. But yeah, for now, this is the best thing you can get. Now, as for the best armor, I go for fashion with my armor builds, but I mean, there's good armor all around the Volcano Island. Sure, there's good ones there. I think the best one that I found was in the Elven area where like the elves are and stuff like that. So yeah, in terms of armor, just wear whatever you like and whatever gives decent enough defense. Not that serious, you'll be fine. Because granted, you're not going to be getting hit anyway, and if you're worried about armor and what defense it gives, like, you're thinking about it the wrong way anyway. I could literally go naked around the whole map and I'll be fine. So the elf place is like around here. If you haven't done the elf quest yet, you can, you know, YouTube it and find out how you do it. You need to speak to an elf around the marketplace here, give him a bow, start off that quest line, and that should get you going. And yeah, the Volcano Island, yeah, she sells armor here. I think it's the one that I'm actually wearing right now, actually. So yeah, it does look pretty good. I like it. Yeah, it's great. Now, do not make this mistake. Do not go to any vendor on the map and just upgrade your weapons. If you don't know, on Dragon's Dogma 2, I think they missed this tip in the tutorial, but vendors will upgrade different stats of your items and weapons. Like, one vendor might increase the attack damage, the other one will increase the magic, the other one will increase the weight, like, sorry, reduce it. Like, you need to go to the correct one. Because we're magic archers, we want to go go to the elf camp and like the elf people to upgrade your weapon, because they upgrade the magic damage of weapons. So yeah. Also, a link to all the augments in game will be in the description. Now, in terms of tips, if you go to the elf camp or the elf place, I don't know what to call it, honestly. I need names for these places for you lot to understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, right here. If you go to Elfland and you speak to the lady there that sells weapons, I'll show it to you guys on screen. I forgot the name of the actual bow itself, but because our ultimate drains off HP or max HP, there is a bow there that you can buy where if you equip it, it regens your max health if you stand still. So technically you can use your ultimate and then equip this bow and then go AFK, and then eventually you'll have your max health fully back again, and then you can ult again. Now, I haven't actually tried this or practiced this myself. Please do let me know if that is true. Someone gave me that tip and it is not known, so I'm giving that to you guys as well. So do try it out, let me know. Now, the second tip I can give you guys is, I need to justify why I'm gonna kill Gandalf right now. But basically, let's say if I need to get down there, right, and I don't want to take a long way around, right? If I had the healing and I threw Gandalf down there, right, and now Gandalf's dead, just imagine he's dead. I can then use, but let's say I'm using the healing one, and I'm not using the healing one, but let's just say we are, and Gandalf needs a res there because I just threw him off, right? He needs to be revived. I just chucked him off. Instead of going the long way around, I can chuck off Gandalf, heal him up with my healing ability, and then jump down and he will catch me. It's just a quick little tip, you know. It might help you out in your journeys and stuff, because you know you can't really fast travel in this game. So yeah, I don't know. I hope it helps. In terms of helping, if you do need guides on how to make money and stuff, I do have a few guides on my channel, like how to make money by selling apples. It's like a ridiculous amount, and you know how to get a lot of XP. But honestly, man, like I was using the Mystic Spare Hand for a lot of my playthrough, and man, like this class, the minute I picked it up, I just thought, well, why have I been struggling for all this time? Because the Mystic Spare Hand, I found like it is good. It's good at killing single targets, but when it came to like bosses or anything big, I just sucked so hard at it. And maybe it's just me. And also another thing that you guys should know about me before I let you guys go and take it to the end of the video, I don't make guides for things I'm not good at or I don't know. So for example, although I did put time into the Mystic Spare Hand, I don't think I'm in a place right now to make a guide for it. I need to revisit it. I do feel like I've put in enough time in a magic archer build to give a guide, basically is what I'm trying to say. But look, there's enemies there. We don't know where they are. Alright, let's see what we can do. Obviously, they are already dead, but if they wasn't, then, you know, you get the idea. Like, that spell is just so fun. Here is the Sagiti spell. Amazing. Just a quick cast time, you know, and it does a shit ton of damage. I just wanted to quickly talk about the rings. Now, I carry all my rings on me, at least the good ones. Now, the first ring that I'm going to take is this one that increases the recovery speed. Now, there is an augment that does this as well, but if I got a ring for it, then that just clears up an augment spot for me. The other ring that I'm going to take is one that boosts my magic. Now, there is this one ring of proximity, which every single bow user just uses. It increases the bow attacks of the wearer if, you know, the wearer is close to the target that is hit. Now, this is great and all, but, like, I shouldn't have to tell you why it's bad. If you're close to your target, you're not gonna have a good time. Like, maybe the archer can use this because you can go in and out with the backflip kicks and stuff like that, but as a magic archer, I feel like if you are gonna use this ring, you'll purposely just go up in front of bosses and just get up close. And also, I don't know how the distance is. I heard you have to be like point blank, like pretty much like a shotgun. So you get, it's just, is it really worth it where I could just boost my damage anyway from far? So that is sort of my thinking of it. If there is a better ring, or if there's a ring that I missed out on, please do let me know. But yeah, guys, that does bring me to the end of the video. You guys know what to do. For God's sake. Show the love, show the support. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.